Hey, 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 hey. Goodness to you. It's Sporty King. And I say goodness because I don't know whether you're watching morning, afternoon, or evening. But isn't it great to have good in front of your salutation? I put that in there in case you're watching the video, okay? But people who are coming on live, I'm going to be talking to them in a little while because I always like to come on 3 to 5 minutes earlier and give people a chance to resettle and say, oh, that's right, let me get on and watch Sporty. So that's a tech tip for whenever you decide that you want to present and do something live, okay? So, and again, obviously, if you're watching the video, again, it might not be morning. Hey, I do this broadcast at 11 a.m. Eastern time. So anybody coming on before 12, and then imagine if you're Central or Western time, and this is me talking off the cuff, it could be morning for you. Ah, see, you gotta recognize time is what it is for who you are and where you are. Oh, I hadn't even thought of that. Hey, so anyway, I just came on a little early. I'll do a couple of shout outs. Let me know where you're coming in from. This is something I started doing on the Friday. Normally Wednesday is my interactive day for the full message. And it still will be. The difference being today, I will at least say hey and a hello to see wherever you're calling in from or watching in from. Whereas on Wednesdays, I have a full conversation with the people. So if you haven't been in my Wednesday broadcast, you got to check that out next week. We've got less than 2 minutes for today. Hey, what's going on, Bruce? Bruce, you know what, Bruce? And you've been on my mind, brother, because I got me some new glasses. I got some new eyes, and I just love how you just got. How many sets of glasses do you have, man? I see you look like a glasses model. It's snowing in Chicago. Get out. Thank you. I'm glad to know it because you know what? When I moved to Charlotte, I call it retiring from winter. So man, but I know you know how, get out. Bruce has 32 sets of glasses. I am not mad at you, my brother. That is too cool. And you wear them nice too, man. And add them to his outfits and stuff. Real cool. Kevin, well, I know you're still celebrating your birthday. If you're in Europe, it's in the afternoon. But I know Kevin just had a birthday either last week or a couple of weeks ago, so it was good reconnecting with him. Thank you, Kevin. Good to see you here. And we got less than a minute for today's broadcast. And because normally Kevin, a lot of times, well, not a lot, but Kevin's come in from LinkedIn sometimes too, which is also why I do this, to click on. Right now both of them are on Facebook, but to click on where people coming in from. Yeah, we say great, got the coordinate right. Remember Boomerang got to coordinate. So you got the mushroom vest too, Bruce. All right, Kevin, thank you so much, my brother. Anytime, my brother. You like these? Thank you. I got approval from Bruce on the glasses, so I'm feeling good now. So that makes he has 32 pairs now because he just took mine. Okay, let me make sure I get this out of there and make sure I get this out of there. Yeah, all right. Get ready to rock and roll. All right, but it is 11 o'clock. Let's get rolling. Hey, welcome to Gift Friday. I created because so often we hear people say TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. But I say, what allure does Friday have to the person that took their last breath on Thursday? Therefore, I use what I learned through Psalm 92:2. And that is, it is good to proclaim your unfailing love in the morning, your faithfulness in the evening. And that allows us to recognize that I don't say TGIF. I say TGIT, not thank God it's Thursday, but TGIT, thank God it's today. And then TGIT, thank God it's tonight. Thus, I get to add the lesson that I learned from Matthew 6:34, and that is, so don't worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will bring its own worries. Thank God it's tonight. Today's worries are enough trouble for today. Thank God it's today. See, the darkness always precedes the light, but we are the light, and we have to remember that sometimes and be reminded. So therefore, I offer us another option for TGIF, and that is trusting God is free. Trust God to bring the light into your light because he trusts you to let it shine. So trusting God is free. Think about it. What does it cost to be blessed with the greatest gift of the day? Waking up. Doesn't cost you a dime. So that still moves us to into realizing that if we take the T and TGIF and move from the front to the end, we find what we could be really giving God thanks for. And that is today, the gift of today. GIFT. God is for today. So it's Gift Friday, y'all. And Gift Friday is the online reading of one of my original poetic messages. And then I tell you how you can use it to help start a conversation that could change someone's life, including yours, for the better. Each poem will then be my gift to you. If you like a free keepsake copy and you're watching on Facebook or LinkedIn, when it's over, I will just post the copy of the poem in the thread and you can download it. If you're on YouTube or on my website, you're going to need to ask me in the comments and I can email it to you. But today's gift is from my book, I Found Out I'm Dying, a celebration of life. And I want to start out by reading the introduction of the book to you, because I like to make the point clear that the book is not about dying. It's about living. See, sometimes we get caught up in the headlines of life and miss the subtitles. See, the headline is I Found Out I'm Dying, but the subtitle is a celebration of life. So here's the introduction. When we have a healthy attitude about life, we realize that physical immortality is not one of our options. If the doctor gave and could really give you 2 months to live, would you live with reckless abandon? Or would you spend precious time with loved ones? Would you take the time to encourage a child to believe in him or herself using your gift, your blessing, your fortune, your spirituality, yourself as an example? Statistics show that after being eagerly anticipated for 1 to 10 months, fully 100% of the people born immediately begin the aging process that could ultimately result in their dying. Yet, there are no statistics that show just how full our lives become when we allow ourselves to let go and enjoy each moment as if it were our last. Honesty, trust, consideration, empathy, integrity, introspection, laughter, love. When we surround our lives with a balanced blend of these gifts, we find plenty of reason to celebrate. This book is about the joy we must take advantage of during this gift called life. LIFT, lessons intended for everyone. The lesson that I'll be sharing this next to last Friday of Women's History Month speaks to a post that I crossed paths with last year on Instagram about one of what I call the age-old beliefs according to who you are. And that was tackling the question, can men and women be platonic friends? So I restate what I just used as a feed into this message. It's a belief according to who you are. Though most people on the feed that day agreed that it was impossible because men are opportunistic and only pretending to be friends with a woman, waiting for the right weak moment. There was one other guy along with me who believed it is totally possible to be friends and platonic friends. Here's what he wrote. Negative. I have attractive female friends that I've never shot my shot at and never will. And then I added to his post. Same here. A man can make a commitment to what he believes. Now, the celebrity who was doing the interview, like anyone else, is talking about his reality. And I'm not knocking the men with that belief. I'm reminding everyone to trust themselves. Don't generalize unless you're looking for someone in the book, unless you're looking for someone in the box. And you know how people say, I think outside the box? Well, sometimes people are outside the box thinking about how to get back in. So if you're generalizing, you're putting people in the box, and that must be who you're looking for. Thus, I dedicate this poem to the many women who I call sister. And let me add cousin, niece, and friend. This is called Sisters by Choice. As spirits override genes, we come together to share the joy and spontaneity of a timeless reunion, recapping and recreating the years of our separation with unguided conversation. We rise above the methodical screening of each new person who enters our lives to fully enjoy the individual value so important to our tree. We laugh at the crowd below as they scramble for a seat, anxious to hear the wisdom we prepare to impart that guides their ability to live and enjoy the life and love we've reclaimed. My sisters, the common thread of the womb need not always provide the motivation for unconditional love, but that thread has also spun a web of rivalry. I thank the moment we chose to come together, praise that he heard my voice, and I cherish the love in my heart for you, my sisters, by choice. And I want to give a shout out to a good friend of mine, Lynn Collins in Chicago, because back when I was in Chicago, she loved that poem so much. She had a little get together, a celebration party, and mentoring some young girls. And she bought copies of the book and made sure that each one of them got a copy as a way of expressing them as sisters by choice. So, and then she even had me come and read the poem to them and share that celebration. So love you, my sisters, and love you, Lynn. Shout out to you and everybody else. But here's the point in the poem. I just don't like being lumped in with generalities and statistics about what men do according to their age, their background, their color, their culture, their destiny, their ethnicity, their faith. And I'm just not going to go through the alphabet on this one, because when I get to the letter S, that's the only stat that I adhere to. I do what Sporty does. And this man is and can be a trusted friend, cousin, uncle, and brother by choice, not process of elimination. Use this message to remind yourself of your impact on the many lives you touch, seen and unseen. Celebrate your sisters by choice and the gift of life that reminds us to say TGIT. Thank God it's today. TGIT. Thank God it's tonight with every turn of the page. Enjoy your gift and think about how you can share it. If you like a copy of the poem, I'll be posting it in Facebook and LinkedIn, downloadable for you after the broadcast. If you're on YouTube or my website, just put a comment in the comments that you would like it, not in the thread. The thread gets erased when the broadcast is over, and I can email it to you. And if you like a copy of the book, you can get it at my website, sportyking.com. Each purchase comes with a free autograph and a personalized autograph at that. And remember, God is for today. Share that gift. Have a safe and savvy weekend, and as many weekends as God gifts you with. Thanks and blessings to all my sisters, and for being their wonderful gift that they are, and the gift that each of you can be to one another. Amen. Hey, what's up, Helga? Good for you. All right. Now, I don't know when you posted that, so I'm believing it has to do with the ability to be brother by choice. Okay. But thank you all. Any comments you want to throw in the thread right now are welcome as I say my goodbyes. But remember, even with Women's History Month, don't allow a man-made calendar to restrict and control your celebration of the things and ones you love. Women should be celebrated all year, as should men, as should children, as should Valentine's Day, as should Black History Month, as should St. Patrick's Day, celebrate everything, y'all, as often as you can. So often people say, hey, life is short, and then we live as if it's long. God has already planned your closeout day, but he continues to keep and plan the gift of waking you up. So thanks again. And Lorenzo, good morning to you. Good blessed morning. Amen. Thank you, Helga, for joining in. Thank you, Bruce, for joining in. Thank you, Kevin, for joining in. And thank you for joining in. Have a wonderful weekend. Be safe. And I'll give it a 10-second countdown because I always know that there's a hesitation in the technology. Wherever you're watching them from, I'm broadcasting from a technology called StreamYard, which allows me to use Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube at the same time. You can buy a higher plan and use more avenues as you please, but that's what I'm using. So there's a tech tip if that's something you need, if you're working on being in your speaking business as well. God bless you. And 10, 9, 8. Thank you. Blessings to you as well, Lorenzo. Blessings to you. I appreciate you. All right. And say hello to your daughter if you're still in New Orleans, but say hello to her regardless, because I know that you are so proud of her. That's why you spent so much time in New Orleans. Even though you're now in snowy Chicago, if you're back home, you might wish you were back in NOLA. Okay. But 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And again, if you're watching the broadcast, you can still put comments in the thread as well. Over and out, y'all. Peace.